Kurumzari. Hi learners, I'm really glad to be with you today to share a simple and pleasant conversation between two Manipuri friends relaxing in a garden. In Manipuri, the idea of possessions or belonging, just like the English of or s, by using the genitive marker ki or gi, which are added to nouns and pronouns. For example, aigi means my, from I. Nangi means your, from nang, you. And magi means his or her, from ma, he or she. Similarly, laigi manam means the scent of the flower, where lai stands for flower. These small but expressive markers help connect words beautifully, showing a sense of closeness, relationship, and belonging, whether between people, things, or nature. You will notice these lovely features of the Manipuri language as you go through the conversation ahead. Before we dive into the main conversation, let's take a quick moment to look at some of the words you will come across. Getting a feel for these will make it easier to follow along and enjoy how they are used in real Manipuri conversations. By now, I'm sure a few of these words are already starting to sound familiar to you. Alright then, here's your vocabulary list. Nangi means your. Magi means his. Aigi means my. Kokthakta means on the head. Numitki means of the sun. Laikolda means at the garden. Potharusi means let's take some rest. Nungshitki means of the breeze. Lairangsingi means of the flowers. Ibanigi means of you and me. Thamoigi means of the heart. Aikoigi means our. Makoigi means their. Nakoigi means your. Pumnamaki means of everyone. Mayamgi means of people. With this background in place, let us now move on to our main conversation. Please listen attentively. Laikolda, at the garden. Sanayaima, marup chauba yengu nangi aigi magi kokthakta saraba numitki maishana yaitharakle. Sanayaima, friend chauba, look, the scorching sunlight has begun to beat down upon his, your, and my heads. Chauba, adudi marup laikolda ngaihak potharusi. Chauba, then, my friend, let's go and take some rest in the garden for a while. Sanayaima, ayengba nungshitki marakta, lairang singi nungshiba lainamsu maikai sinna yelakli. Sanayaima, amidst the cool breeze, the sweet fragrance of the flowers begins to drift in all directions. Chauba, haujikti ibanigi thamoigi apenba oire. Chauba, as of now, our hearts have attained satisfaction. Sanayaima, laikolgi phazabada aikoigi, nakoigi, makoigi, haibadi pumnamaki nungaizaba oire. Sanayaima, the beauty of the garden has been the source of happiness for everyone, for us, for you, and for them alike. Chauba, mani marup miyamgi kummai yengsi. Chauba, of course, friend, let's watch everyone enjoy. That was our conversations. As you went through it, dear learners, you may have noticed how I pronounce certain words like nangi, aigi, magi, and words like nungshitki, pumnamaki. Here, the suffixes like gi and ki function as genitive case markers, showing the idea of possession or belonging, just like the English of or s. Alright, after that brief detour, let us return to the dialogues. We will go through them once again and take a closer look at the words and expressions. This way, you can clearly see how they work in real everyday conversations. Let's begin with the opening dialogue where Sanayaima tells his friends about the scorching sunlight. Sanayaima, Marup chauba yengu nangi aigi magi kokthakta saraba numitki maishana yaitharakle. Sanayaima, Friend chauba, look, the scorching sunlight has begun to beat down upon his, your and my heads. Here, Marup chauba means friend chauba. The word yengu is like saying look. It comes from the root yang, meaning to look, plus the imperative marker mu, which turns it into a command. The words nangi, aigi and magi means your, my and his respectively. Kokthakta means on the head. Then we have Saraba Numitki Maishana, which describes the scorching sunlight. Here, Saraba literally means something hot. Sa means hot. Ra, perfect aspect, showing that state is realized. Ba, nominalizer, turning it into a noun. And Numitki Maishana means the heat of the sun. The verb yaitharakle is also interesting. Its root yai means to scorch. Tha adds a downward sense over the head. Rak marks the start of the action. And le shows the action is completed. Altogether, it means it has begun to beat down upon. Put it all together, Sanayaima is basically saying, Friend chauba, look, the scorching sunlight has begun to beat down upon his, your and my heads. In the second dialogue, Chauba proposes going to the garden. Chauba, adudi marup laikolda ngahak potharusi. Chauba, then, my friend, let's go and take some rest in the garden for a while. Here, adudi marup means then, my friend. The word laikolda means at the garden and ngaihak means for a while. Now, the verb potharusi is quite interesting. It comes from the root potha, meaning to rest, combined with the deictic marker ru, which shows that the action happens away from the speaker, and the soft suggestive ending si, used to make a polite cessation. Putting it all together, Chauba is gently saying, then, my friend, let's go and take some rest in the garden for a while. In the third dialogue, Sanayaima describes the environment around the garden. Sanayaima, Ayingba nungshitki marakta leirang singi nungshiba lainamshu maikai sinna yelakli. Sanayaima, amidst the cool breeze, the sweet fragrance of the flowers begins to drip in all directions. Here, the word ayingba means cold and nungshitki means of the wind, where ki acts as a genitive marker showing possession. The word marakta means amidst, so the phrase ayingba nungshitki marakta translates as amidst the cool breeze. Next, lairang singi means of the flowers. Here, lairang means flower. The plural marker sing shows more than one, and gi is again the genitive marker. Then we have nungshiba lainamshu, which means sweet fragrance also. Interestingly, nungshiba usually means loving or sweet, and lainamsu means fragrance also. The phrase maikai sinna means all the direction, where maikai means direction and sinna means together. Finally, the verb yelakli is quite interesting. It comes from the root yel, meaning to spread, plus the inceptive marker lak, showing the beginning of an action, and the progressive aspect li, marking something that's ongoing. Altogether, Yalakli means began to spread. Putting everything together, Sanayayma is describing a lovely scene amidst the cold breeze. The sweet fragrance of the flowers begins to drift in all directions. In the fourth dialogue, Chauba conveys a feeling of satisfaction. Chauba, Hauzikti Ibanigi Thamoigi Apenba Oire. Chauba, as of now, our hearts have attained satisfaction. Here, Haujikti means as for now, and Ibanigi means for both of us. The word Ibani is a dual pronoun as discussed in earlier lessons. The expression Thamoigi means of the heart, where Thamoi denotes heart, and Gi functions as a genitive possessive marker. Similarly, the word Apenba conveys the meaning satisfaction. The verb oire translates as has been so, derived from the root oi meaning to be, combined with a perfect aspect marker re indicating the realizations or completions of a state. When combined, Chauba's statement can be interpreted as of now, our hearts have attained satisfaction. In the fifth dialogue, Sanayayma shares how deeply he feels about the beauty of the garden. Sanayayma, Laikolgi Phazabada, Aikhoigi, Nakhoigi, Makhoigi, Haibadi, Pumnamaki Nungaizaba Oire. Sanayayma, the beauty of the garden has been the source of happiness for everyone, for us, for you, and for them alike. Here, Laikolgi means of the garden, while Phazabada denotes at the beauty. With the functioning as a locative marker, the expressions Aikhoigi, Nakhoigi, and Makhoigi correspond to the possessive pronouns are, your, and their respectively. The term Haibadi can be interpreted as that is or I mean, functioning as a clarifying or reformulative marker. Furthermore, Pumnamaki signifies of everyone, and Nungaijaba means happy, where the sense of self-experience emotion is indicated by the reflexive marker ja. The verb oire translates as has been so, derived from the root oi meaning to be, combined with a perfect aspect marker re, which denotes the realization or completion of a state. Taken together, Sanayayma's statements essentially conveys the beauty of the garden has been the source of happiness for everyone, for us, for you, and for them alike. In the final dialogue, Chauba suggests watching everyone enjoy the moment. Chauba, Mani Marup, Miyamgi Kummai Yengsi. Chauba, of course friend, let's watch everyone enjoy. Here, Mani Marup means of course friend. The word Miyamgi denotes of people, while Kummai refers to the fun or enjoyment. The verb Yengsi translates as let's words, where the root yang means to watch and the marker si function as a gentle suggestive particle, imparting a tone of friendly invitations rather than command. When these elements are combined, Chauba's utterance can be interpreted as expressing camaraderie as shared enjoyment, essentially meaning, of course friend, let's watch everyone enjoy. Dear learners, this brief conversation effectively illustrates the use of the possessive markers ki and gi, which attach to both pronouns. Aigi, my, nangi, your, magi, his or her, and common nouns lairangshingi of the flowers, numitki of the sun, to indicate possessions or relational associations. Within the garden setting, the applications of these markers not only serves a grammatical functions but also symbolically conveys a sense of shared connection and harmony between the speakers, their friends, and the surrounding natural world. It is hoped that this lesson has provided a clearer understanding of these everyday Manipuri possessive constructions and offer insight into how such forms contributes to the language's expressive and relational depth. That concludes our discussion for today. Thank you for listening, and may you continue to explore the richness and beauty of Manipuri. Thagachari.